Okay, you worked from home last year, or maybe you're in a hybrid role. Do you get to deduct your home office on your taxes? Is that a deduction? I've got that explanation and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. We always get this question about, can I take a home office deduction? Can I take a home office deduction? I work a little bit from home, or I worked from home. Can I deduct my home office on my taxes? And for the 20 years I've been doing this, I would get this question a handful of times each and every year. Well, it's even more prevalent right now, obviously. Since COVID, the hybrid work arrangement, or more people are working from home, and a lot of that's being clawed back, and there's a lot of research coming out about the damages of that and the inefficiencies and whatnot. So we might see that wind changing a little bit, but more people have worked from home, and therefore the question is even more common. I worked from home. Can I get a deduction for the use of my home on my taxes? Well, let's break that down. There's a few different things that you need to look at. The very first issue is, are you a W-2 employee or are you self-employed? And by self-employed doesn't mean you own your own business. You could just be a contractor, right? You could have worked for your company for a long time and then switch to semi-retirement after COVID or whatever, like a lot of people did, and you're now a contractor. You get paid on a 1099. Or if you run your own business or a side business, something like that. If you are a W-2 employee, okay, and that's most of us, you cannot take a home office deduction. And those tax rules changed a while ago. Prior to that, you could get a deduction if you itemized your taxes, and therefore it didn't help a lot of people, but at least there was a chance. It's no chance anymore. No longer, right? So if you are a W-2 employee, which for most people that have had the freedom of a hybrid working arrangement or working from home, likely you're a W-2 employee. No, you can't. Unfortunately, the rules are pretty simple that you cannot get a deduction for the use of your home. All right, so then are you self-employed? If you're a contractor, or you do have a side business, or you run your own business, then it's possible that you can deduct a home office, but you essentially have to meet two criteria. And one is your home office your primary place of work? Is that your primary place of work? I've had a situation where an individual had another office, but they chose to work from home because it was more convenient some days. Well, if that's the case, you don't qualify, unfortunately. It's got to be your primary that, hey, this is where I work. This is the primary place that I work is at my home office. I don't have another office that I'm just choosing to work at home. This is my primary place of work. But then the second is, then that office in your house needs to be for the exclusive use of a workspace. Exclusive work or exclusive use. And this is where a lot of people get tripped up, because I'm working from home for my contracting work that I'm doing for these couple of years, semi-retired, blah, blah, blah. And I basically set up a desk in the guest bedroom, and therefore that's what I use. Well, it's also a guest bedroom. Well, but we only had relatives in town for over the holidays. I mean, technically, if the IRS were to audit you, that's not exclusive use, right? Or we've got a den, I've converted it to the office, but the kids keep their toys in there or whatever, and sometimes they're in there, playing with their toys or whatever. That also, I mean, how many of us saw the hilarious videos of people working from home, doing some sort of video or video call, and you've got kids or people walking around inappropriately in the background. And so I mean, if you're self-employed, and you've got that your home office is your primary place of work, it then also needs to be for the exclusive use of work. It can't be multi-use, meaning the den where people either have other activities going on, or a guest bedroom, something like that. All right, so that's what usually trips people up. Those few of you that actually meet all those criteria and you are able to to claim your home office as a deduction against your self-employed income on your taxes, then you can do so using one of two methods. One, the simple method, is you can get a deduction of $5 per square foot that you use as a home office in your home. So just doing the math, how much is your exclusive use office within your home? What's the square footage of that? And you get a $5 deduction for every square foot that is used for your home office. So that's the simple method. Then the regular method is the other way, and that is you look proportionately. What's the overall square footage of your home office as a percentage of the square footage of your entire home? And then that percentage, that ratio, you then take that ratio against the expenses of your home, and those are the deductions that you get to take. So you take that ratio, say your home office is 8% of the overall square footage of your house. So against the utilities, 8% of the utilities are a deduction on against your self-employment income. 8% of the mortgage interest, 8% of the property taxes, 8% of depreciation of the value of your house. So that's how you would, that's the second way, that's the regular method. That's how a lot of people do it, but obviously the simple way is simple. You may want to look at both to see, well, which one's the most favorable. It's not, well, you've got to take the lower of the two. No, take the one that's most appropriate for you, the one that gives you the biggest deduction. So ultimately, fewer and fewer people are able to deduct their home office on their taxes, even though more and more people are using their home as a place of work. So fewer and fewer people apply. If it does apply to you, it means you're self-employed. And if you're self-employed, you've got even more tax planning to consider. Certainly, should you take the home office deduction? Do you qualify? Is there something within your control that you could, if you had your office set up in the guest bedroom, but you could easily shift it to a different room in the house or in the basement where it is, sort of sectioned off and you can use exclusive use there. I mean, you're going to want to take advantage of that, but you're also going to want to be aware of all of the other tax planning strategies available to you as a small business owner. Should you contribute to a SEP IRA? They've got SEP Roths now. So should you set up a single K? What other deductions should you be taking advantage of? Do you need to be aware of? So work with your certified financial planner and your CPA on that. If you don't have a CFP on the same team collaborating with your CPA, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or send us an email, info@Korhorn.com. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.